Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Pheonix. If somebody in the chat could tell me if you guys can hear me well or not, that would be much appreciated. I hope they don't start yet. Dylan Martinez is on the front row. He has yet to win a race this season. So, it's the last season for me to be doing the races, so I'm not going to even be non-biased anymore. I would like to see Dylan win at least one race this season. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to still try to be unbiased. But the pace car is in. Dylan Martinez takes the green flag, and we're underway at Pheonix. For those of you who are observing, this is the original 2003 version of the track. This is a very technical track, at least this one, whenever I drive it. I struggle with it a great deal. 3 very different corners you have to take. In this configuration, you cannot take that second turn all out, as you can typically. And there's no dog leg either, which I am a big fan of that. Martinez and Ravahen are still side by side after 1 lap. Competition caution is on lap 15. And Ravahen might get the pass done here on the outside. He got a good corner there. This is the corner, though. Yeah, you cannot take that flat out. Look how loose the 6 car was. Dylan Martinez almost clear of Rafa. There he is. Martinez clears. Rafa will now try to defend second place from Sam Bell. We have only 3 races left, including this one in the regular season. So the playoffs are approaching fast. A lot of good drivers here who would love to get a win. Dylan Martinez, Ravahen, a lot of drivers who you think should already have a win. Layla of E. Samuel is continuing his stellar run last week, or sorry, a few days ago, as he's back in the top 5. And Sam Bell will pass Ravahen as Ravahen continues to lose positions. Speaking of E. Samuel, here he comes underneath Layla. Sounds like we got something coming in from Rafa's team here. Said, get off the top. Well, let's see. Ravahen will now battle River. Lawson, no, I don't believe so. I don't believe anybody has signed you. We did get a new driver, however, for Thomas Taylor's team. There it is. Rangers NY. Anyway, Martinez and Bell are already quite far ahead. Almost 1 second as Bell looks to close in the gap on that 6 car. Yep, there's Martinez. Let's see what Connor Brown is up to. We pass him there. He's Connor Brown almost in the top 10, battling with General Sherman. The Miatas have come alive this week, apparently. Supposed to be in the 93. Did he send me a 93? Let me check if I got sent. I don't think I got sent a 93. Yeah, I got that scheme. I put it in somewhere. Oh, the 56. Has an engine down. He's going to reach pit road. How many cars in this? I have found the problem, I believe. Because I got that scheme, I put it in. This track can only hold 40 cars. And you are our 41st. No, he didn't lie to me. He sent me the scheme because I remember it looks just like the McLaren F1 scheme. It actually looks like it. paint scheme for paint scheme, honestly. But like, anyways, yeah, we are so big at the moment that we cannot fit everybody. Rafa, I don't know. I'm rooting for Allgaier, but after that, no. Lawson, you didn't get tricked. Las Vegas is a big track. That's next week. I am like 95% sure that they can hold up to 43 cars. Yeah, tracks like Pheonix. We had this problem with the original Bristol as well. Bristol does not hold 43 cars. I don't think the original Dover can hold 43 cars. I think Rockingham does the same. These short tracks don't have enough pit stalls. Or at least they didn't in 2003. But with the move to iRacing next year, most of these problems should hopefully be fixed. Dylan Martinez has 3 more laps to go until he wins the stage. Rafa Hen and River have both caught back up to him. Here's Layla and E. Samuel running up here. Tyler Stevenson in 7th, KG 8th, Walker in 9th, and General Sherman has marched his way to 10th. Behind him is Connor Brown in 11th, Gordon 12th, Blanco is in 3rd. Behind him is Hagan, who is in 14th. Racing Remsen has raced his way to 15th. Behind him is Jay Gamble in 16th. Diamante runs 17th. Ethan Hoostra 18th. Timmy running 19th. Thompson in 20th. And Roundy is in 23rd. Behind him is DeBaby in 22nd. Curtis in 23rd. DePay 24th. Felipe Ford 25th. Mac Jones is 26th. Levitt is 27. The new driver of Rangers is in 28th. Behind him is Shankel in 29th. Stardust in 30th. Shaq in 31st. Cow in 32nd. Nathan 33rd. Hanme 34th. Saline in 35th. Chais in 36th. Blacklock 37th. Palmer 38th. And Quan is running last in 39th. Oh, no, Reed is back out on the track. They fixed that car. So Reed is the last car on the track. But here comes one more lap to go as Bell took a peek to the inside, but it was not there. Bell has one corner to try and get this stage win from Martinez, but the lane is not there. Martinez is going to hold off the 73 and get the stage win. That's a good job for Dylan Martinez. This is his 2nd stage win of the season. Sounds like Rafa Hen's pit crew has apparently not showed up to the race, so they're going to have a bad stop here today. Apparently when they were setting their alarms, they hit PM instead of AM. Common mistake. Did somebody say cram?
I don't want your wares, Ted. Please do not.
You will buy my wares.
I do not want.
Kidding, we're back. Does not look like anybody is going to pit. This is interesting, to say the least, we'll say. Here we go. Felipe Ford taking a risk. I like it. I would pit here. And looks like that is going to be it. Lights are off on the pace car. Hello, Guzman. I mean, yeah, it is and it isn't. I love NR 2003. Commentating is really fun. I've done this for 4 years, almost. I can't do it any longer, man. So, Ford is the only one who pit. Kind of Gravity Falls reference there, Samson was here. Dylan Martinez won the stage, is still out front. These cars can go, I don't remember how much on fuel. That would be a good thing to answer. Photos, please open up. Holy cow, you're taking so long. 85 to 90 fuel. 85 to 90 laps. Green flag is out. Everybody will have to pit at least one more time. Immediately, River jumps to the inside of Rafa Hen. He's back stuck on that outside, but a good exit there by the 53. Looks like he's going to be able to defend third place from the 7. A decent jump here out off of the first corner for Martinez. Sam Bell continues to run in his tire track in second. Good corner here by Rafa Hen. That Aston Martin flew through that corner. Got a little loose there, a little bobble. Not able to make the move onto Sam Bell yet. Martinez still in front. River and Layla make up the top 5. So far the top 10 has stayed just about the same. There's a lot going on here though. We'll keep our eye on Felipe Ford. This is the car on fresh tires. Looks like ECMU was on the bumper of the 78 there. 54 could make a move as well. He was close enough, but not going to make it here yet. As much as it would be nice to try and advance your position or do something, you know, some of these drivers have to remember. Oh, hang on. Here comes the 10 underneath the 54. Good rotation out of the 10 car. He's able to keep that momentum on the bottom. As here comes the 43. Try to make a move, but not there. Gage and Walker are still side by side. Looks like Gage is going to fall back here. Here comes General Sherman. Little help by Connor Brown there. Sherman had to back out. Had the risk of going 3 wide. But as I was saying before, a lot of these drivers would probably be better off not abusing their tires, taking it a little slower than normal. We had no natural yellows yet, and Pheonix is not a natural yellow developing track. So being patient, waiting for good, safe opportunities is probably the best way to go if this race goes green all the way. Anyway, 43 and Rafa right up there as well. Here's Sherman peeking to the inside, but it is not there. We're looking like NASCAR in 2019 here. Dude, NASCAR in 2019 as the year was so bad, but here comes River trying to prove me wrong as he goes inside of Rafa Hen once again. Rafa Hen been on the top side more than anybody else tonight. As he'll keep it even at the line. River. Rafa still holding it up there, but River is making steady progress as Bell gets right to the bumper. They're still side by side. They're starting to amass a crowd behind them, as they're now over a second behind the leaders, running side by side. A good corner there by Rafa, and he's able to power right around River, as now River's under fire from the 78. That's Tyler Stevenson. As Bell and Dillon have pulled away from the field. River will defend. Like General Sherman is under fire from the 52. Hello, Samson. I made a Gravity Falls joke earlier, and I am now going to repeat that joke. I told them, let's keep an eye on Felipe Ford here, as he's the only car with 4 tires. Get it, Samson? Ford. Keep an eye on Ford. I think that's pretty good, as he gets around Shaq there. Back to the front. They are side by side yet again for third. River is going to try once again to get around the 53. And he does. Yes, he does. Stevenson right on the back bumper of Rafa as well. bottom is open there for Jacob Wood. He does not make the move. Sam Bell. Oh, he's going to try it. There he goes. He forced his way in. Bell on the inside of Martinez here. This is for the lead, but a good corner by Martinez there. Got a strong exit off the top side of the track. Hagan on the radio. Look at Layla McDaniel, or better known as Layla McClown, by a certain orange car. Slide away up the track. That's the first time Bell has really challenged for the lead. But Martinez, he has been there though. Let's take a look at where the one car is running. Remember, he just passed Shaq. He's passed another car. He is up to 28th. Very nice for him. Dylan Martinez still in the lead. Sam Bell still right behind. River has still yet to recover that gap that he left earlier. There's Jay Gamble. I'm going to say hi to Jay Gamble. Can I get a... I need 3 hello Jay Gambles in chat from everybody. Right now. Actually, I'm putting the car on Jay Gamble until you guys all say hi, Jay Gamble. Currently running 14th in the top 15. Very nice. Oh, here comes the 19 though. Alright, there's one. We need 2 more. Looks like Gamble will defend the 19. Alright, we'll take it. There's 3. Cannon Gage, you are our Daytona Duels informer. The only thing I really care about is tell me the cars that get cut and the cars that make it in. If you tell me that Justin Allgaier does not make it in, though, Cannon, I will ban you. I don't think so, Cannon. No, what do you mean something unfortunate? You're in 8th. Actually, you moved up a position. Sam Bell starts to open up a small gap over the 73. Yeah, the only thing I care about is Justin Allgaier. I just got this brand new Dale Jr. Lightweight sweatshirt. It's like a long sleeve shirt, but it's made out of like that lightweight sweatshirt material. It's of his 8 Budweiser car, the new one. Very nice. I'm not a big red fan. I don't wear red a lot, but I think it looks nice. I don't know if Cannon has the volume on the stream. I don't know if he heard my command, so he might get banned. It's truly unfortunate. I miss her sometimes. I'd be out here thinking about Valentine's Day and stuff, and I'm like, oh. Like SpongeBob in that one diner episode, like, I too used to have a person. I've been running a lot though, which has been, at first it was therapeutic, but now it's just fun. I live in a small-ish town, and I live in town. So I've discovered that you don't have to take your car places. You can run and jog places. So I've been doing that all this week. I needed to go to Walmart. All right, I'll jog 20 minutes to Walmart, grab my printer ink that I needed, then jog back. I'm feeling hungry. All right, I'll jog about half hour to the restaurant, grab myself a cheesesteak, jog back. That sucks though. I don't think I'll do that again. I went to the restaurant today. I ordered a cheesesteak. I ate it. Then I jogged back. Man, the jog back was rough. The first time I did it, I jogged to the bar, and then I got myself some drink if I wanted. Yeah, Jay, you're in Chicago, aren't you? Yeah, I would not jog in Chicago. Just a word of advice there. I'm just saying, you know, me personally. me personally, I would not jog in Chicago. Everybody say hi to Dawn. Oh yeah, Dylan, that's a good point. I had to jog along the highway, so that was not the. Actually, I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. People are like, oh, watch out for the highway. I had fun. The only thing that sucks is trying to cross it, but my small town has lights on the highway when they're in town, so I can just wait long enough for like the red light effect to happen, and then it just opens up where a red light would happen. Mr. NR, what is your least favorite driver in the top 3 NASCAR series? Didn't Clint Boyer run over somebody? Okay, those are 2 very different things we have to unpack there. All right, let's start with Rafa Hen as Martinez gets around this lap car of Brandon Reed. My least favorite driver. Unfortunately, I tried really hard 2 years ago in 2023 to watch all 3 NASCAR series. I just couldn't do it. So I really only follow Cup. The only truck driver who I knew was Zane Smith, but that's not happening anymore. So, my least favorite driver is Corey LaJoie. I can't say Corey LaJoie my least favorite driver anymore. Corey LaJoie, you guys don't understand. LaJoie has been my least favorite driver since 2022. I am not kidding. NASCAR's newest, and maybe Samson if he remembers, those guys can attest to 2022. LaJoie has and always has been my least favorite Cup driver, man. But now, maybe John Hunter Nemechek or Carson Hocevar. Some of the young guys that I think first they get opportunities because they are young. NASCAR has a very young effect. Everybody's looking for the next Jeff Gordon. They're not willing to give guys time to develop. Now, on the flip side of that is drivers like Ryan Preece. You know, Preece should have been gone a long time ago, but actually, no, Preece might be my new least favorite. I really did not like what Ryan Preece did to, if you guys remember in Xfinity, I think it was the 2017 championship race. Elliott Sadler had that race won with like 2 or 3 laps to go, and he's running 5th. And the next championship 4 car behind Elliott Sadler is William Byron. And Sadler passed him, and Sadler was gone. But Ryan Preece was slower and in front of Elliott Sadler. And Miami, at the time as it is now, the only fast line was the high line against the wall. And Ryan Preece would not move for a car battling for the championship. And then William Byron got around and won that championship. That is so unfair. Yeah, you're right. I hate Ryan Preece the most. All right, anyways, next question. What was the next question? I don't know anything about the Clint Boyer situation. Dylan Martinez is asking, or sorry, David Dawn's asking, why are we using this Pheonix? I'm a big fan of this Pheonix. First of all, this Pheonix, you see that turn there where the grass and the dog leg should be? In this configuration, back at this time, that turn is actually almost reversed banked. So, like, it slides you to the wall, requiring you, that's a corner you can't take flat out, which I love. It truly makes it a 3-turn track instead of a 2, as it is now. And I just think the grass looks nice. I'm a big grass fan. Any other questions? Where's Dale? '18. Top 20 is pretty good. Back up here to Dylan Martinez, who is starting to come under fire. Kenny Gage asked, where is everybody going to be next season, and are we all retiring or move forward? I would like for nobody to retire. I understand that the league is going to be very different. And as much as I would love to continue this league in this form, it's just not sustainable. And I do have good days where I love the league, kind of like today. But more often than not, it's like, oh man, I gotta do the league race. And I also, okay, David, you can stop the Seth Heyman sucking off section here. But, like, keeping up with all of the different things that somebody who runs these races has to keep up with is starting to get a bit much this year for me, and especially when the next school year starts, I'm going to be working full-time, well, interning full-time in a public school, so there's no way I will be able to give this league anywhere close to the amount of attention that I think it deserves, and even that it requires. So, I've seen Seth Heyman's leagues before. I like him. He's cool. I'm excited for it. If you guys did not hear a few days ago in the last race, I am going to be a team owner. So I'm still going to be in the league. I'm still going to own the league as well. Seth Heyman is just going to be running the races. Think of it as a person starts their own restaurant. When they start your own restaurant, what do? You are the manager of that restaurant. Well, when the restaurant grows enough, you hire a manager and you only be the owner. That's what's happening here. Seth Heyman is being hired as the manager, but I will still be owning the restaurant, if that metaphor makes sense. I will also be a team owner. I'm excited for that. Half and half, you know, I love doing this. I'm still going to be able to commentate, which is my favorite thing to do. And owning a team, you know, will be fun. I'd love to always stay involved in this league one way or another. Well, yeah, Dylan, I could, but I'm a big fan of Seth Heyman. I think it's going to be all positive, or maybe 95% positive. So I really don't think I'm ever going to have to fire Seth Heyman, at least for now, as Dylan gives the bumper to the 58. Jay Gamble, hi Jay Gamble. And one more thing, as much as I love NASCAR 2003, this game is dated, I cannot lie. Right? And these tracks are, with iRacing we get perfect tracks. A point system that works and is adjustable and I don't have to do, you know, on my own, which is a big chore. And I think it is a change. I'm still overall sad about the change, but I think it's going to be good for the longevity. And I'm excited for it. I really am. I've done this for 4 years. I still love this. You know, I would have definitely not done something for 4 years if I didn't love and enjoy it. And I do love and enjoy this. I really do. So, my hope is that we can get the same feel in iRacing that we can here. And I think that's about it. What a generous dive from back there by Sam Bell. Kind of overestimating the car ability there. I will say one thing that I would like to see as Bell's looking again, but it's not going to happen. iRacing has much better road racing AI. So you guys will see next season. It's not official, but we are seeing an increase in road courses. That would be nice. I do enjoy a good road course, as Bell is trying once again to get underneath there. Let's get a look at where the one car is. Remember, that one car has 15-lap fresher tires. He's worked his way up into the top 20. So I would say that is a net gain for the one car. We go back up here. Martinez is still your leader. Sam Bell is still right behind. River having a lot of trouble with his lap car here. He's fallen back to a 2.5 seconds. What is Interlagos? Oh yeah, short tracks work really well. Super speedway work. So I'm sure you guys already know, but like, we're in this league so much, we sometimes forget about it. There are other tracks besides 1.5 miles. Now, the reason I was always fine with 1.5 miles is because me personally, the 1 mile to 2 mile tracks that are not super speedways, I love those. My all-time, I love racing on them. I love watching them. I love it. I love it so much. Now, short tracks, road courses, super speedways, you know, they're cool too, but my personal cup of tea has always been those intermediate tracks. So I always had no problem with filling up my league schedule using NR 2003 with those tracks, because that's what this game does best. But I understand there's a lot of people, like I see Rafa Hand is talking about Interlock. What the heck? Is that a real place? Anyway, I know a lot of people like short tracks and road courses, so we will be adding some more of those next season in iRacing. So I'm excited that people who enjoy those will be able to see them. Me personally, I'm not going to be, you know, too crazy over it, but if you guys enjoy it, you guys want it, I'm cool with that. Oh, Interlagos is the name of the track. Oh, I see. Is that the one of where, like, Tim Glock or whoever got passed? And it was like a meme or something. Yeah, we might add that. I think it's on if it's on iRacing, I might consider it. Depends if Rafa Hen plays Gary's mod with me again. Yeah, Timo Glock. Maybe doing like an open wheel side series would be cool too, but something else we could look into. Some people are behind the curve. Yes, Cannon, you did miss something. I had a huge announcement last race. You're probably better off going back to watch it. I spent like 10 minutes talking about it. Yeah, you did in fact miss something. I am retiring from doing the races. Ooh, Rafa Hand, that's gonna, Seth Heyman is in the Western time zone, so that's not gonna be too hot for some of you guys. Alright, so Cannon, no, Cannon, you're not retiring. Get out of here with that. I'm still owning the lead. Seth Heyman will be running the races. Think of it like a restaurant. I own the restaurant. Seth Heyman, I have hired as the manager of the restaurant. And I will also be owning a team as well. And Martinez struggling to get around this 85 car of Cow. Sam Bell gives him the bumper. This is the best shot Sam Bell has had all day to make this pass. I think it's 420 for him, Rafa. Oh, Sam Bell is passed and around thanks to Cow. Everybody thank Thomas Taylor and Cow if you're a Sam Bell fan. David Dawn, I guess that is true, but NR 2003 can also have a day to night race. We do it at Miami all the time. I'm a big fan, and there's some other tracks that do it as well. But there's a lot of things that NR 2003 does that, you know, iRacing also has. There's not too much new that iRacing has, but it's a lot more streamlined, it's a lot more refined, and a lot more quality of life adjustment, I would say. Actually, Dylan, that's a good point. You do make a good point there, Dylan. And yeah, I guess, David, you're right about... Oh, no, that's Dawn. Yeah, Dawn, you did make a good point. NR 2003, I'm pretty sure, only has one set track temperature for the race. So that's a good point, Dawn. I will concede that to iRacing. I'm excited for iRacing. iRacing is... Oh my gosh, Sam Bell gives the bumper to Shaq to get around. Wow. Oh, and now he's going to pit. So Sam Bell, early pitting. He pit early last time, and he almost got the win. Layla's going to follow him in. Let's see if anybody else... I think that's William Roundy. He came in a lap before. Here comes the baby. Let's go. Martinez is going to stay out. Interesting. Sam Bell, 4 tires and he's gone. Layla also 4 tires and she is gone. Back here, look at Bell. How long is he going to stay out? How long are the rest of these guys going to stay out? You either have to pit now or pit way later. If you pit way later, I will say like, I'll give 75% of iRacing versus NR 2003 is better. I will say there are two downsides to iRacing where NR 2003 is better. The first, oh, here comes Dylan Martinez. He's going to pit now. Here comes River. He's going to bring everybody with him. Is anybody going to stay out? Shangle takes the lead. I'm kidding. That's going to be Hagen in first. Yes. Dylan, cost is the first one. You have to buy individual cars. You have to buy individual tracks. NR 2003 is free. So that's a big thing. Being free is very nice. Not having to pay for every track is very nice. Yep, Hagen's going to come down. That's a good move. And the other thing is, with the AI, I have become almost a master of, oh, here comes Ford to the inside, of influencing these, who's in the grass? Oh, they're flipping the grass there. There's River, so there's the gap between them. We'll see at the end of this here. Oh, remember the one car, he did not need a pit, he stayed out, it looks like. So the one car, wherever he is hoping for a caution. There he is. He's your leader. Anyway, as I was saying about iRacing, yeah, first is the cost. You have to buy individual cards, you have to buy individual tracks. NR 2003 is completely free. The other downside is, oh my gosh, I was close to the 55. This one car is struggling. He's in all these other cars have fresh tires. I think he's coming this time. Yeah, he's realized. Smart move by the one. So who's that put the leader? The 16. 16. What? No way. It's got to be the 73, I think. Anyways, back to this point, which I've tried like 3 different times. Yeah, Seth owns like 90% of what he would need anyway, so he's fine on that. But I'm just saying, if somebody else, if I were to want to pick back up with iRacing, that's what I'd have to do. But the second point, which is more important to me, is on NR 2003, there is over 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's at least over 15 different stats on the AI that you can adjust. This makes it so I can fine-tune the AI to race and be as good as, I've told you guys many times, I have a very detailed formula which works very well as how the skill points affect the car. So, drivers talking here, they affect this stat. Your manufacturer hierarchy status, that affects this stat. Your sponsor, that affects this, and so on. The problem with iRacing, and I guess this is a problem with modern NASCAR, there are 0 adjustable car stats. All of the stats are for the driver and the pit crew. This sucks for me because the team owner skill points, the sponsor, and the manufacturer hierarchy, I all use through the car stats, like the aerodynamics of the car, how well the car can slip through air and how much downforce it can generate, the chassis status, which affects the handling and the distribution of weight in the corners to get the weight where you want it to get the most speed in the corners, the engine, the power of the engine. A finer tuned engine gives you more horsepower, and reliability, how good quality the parts are so they don't blow up. All of that is gone, which is really a product of, considering, think about the time this game was made, 2002, 2003. Back in that time, the cars were all custom made, the bodies were custom, everything was almost custom. Once you started with 2008 with the car tomorrow, so much of that was taken away. So it really, I mean, it makes sense to me why iRacing does not have those stats. But I love using those stats. I use the car stats more than just about any other stat. So I'm going to have to find a way to implement those back into the series. So that's going to be fun to try and take a look at. Anyways, back to the race. Sam Bell is 4.3 seconds ahead. And Rapahan is right behind the 6. So we'll see how this goes.
Hi, I'm Tony Stewart, driver of the number 14 Chevrolet. As a driver, I don't have enough time for a full breakfast in the morning, but I still love the taste of bacon and eggs, so I eat gourmet gum. Now you can chew on the great taste of breakfast for hours on end, with no calories, or at least, not too many. But who cares? It tastes like bacon. Mmm, delicious. I can even taste the hash browns. Try gourmet gum, all part of this complete breakfast. Hi, I'm Tony Stewart, driver.
Just like Rafa had to move for a second. Oh no, David, my 2 issues were iRacing was 1, the cost, and 2 was, oh my gosh, Rafa, you're about to kill Dylan. Was 1, the cost, and 2 was the fact that there are less things with the AI that I can adjust skill point wise in the car. So NR 2003 has at least 15 things you can change differently. There's only like 10 in iRacing, and the the 5 or 10 they take away are probably the most important stats, at least for me, and how I use. Oh, no, that's fine. So, that's a good point, David, actually, thank you. I have talked with Seth, and he said it should be relatively easy to port over both the Aston Martin and the Miata to NR 2003. And one last thing about the future, and then we're going to lock back into this race, is we are running the Generation 4 car now for us. I think there's going to be enough of a difference. We're going to call it the Generation 5 car next season. We're going to consider it a new generation. Firstly, because iRacing does not have the 2013 to 15 Ford, which you see Dylan Martinez driving here. They have the 2016 to 2018 Ford, which is different. The only manufacturer that will stay exactly the same is the Chevrolets. What do you mean Aston has a good model this time? This is a good model. No, not the Mustang. It's still the Fusion. It's a different year, though. The Mustang comes next generation. You guys are not seeing what I'm saying. Look at the front of this car. Okay, think of Toyota in 2013. You guys knew the Toyota 2013 car? It was still the Camry, but it had a different nose and it had different details. Compare that to the 2014 and the rest of the Gen 6 IRL NASCAR. That Camry was different than the 2013, despite the fact it was still called the Camry. Ford did the same thing. 2013 to 15, they had this model. 2016 to 18, they still had the Fusion, but it was a different model of the Fusion. So, technically a new Ford model for us in the Generation 5 car. Anyway, Sam Bell's lead has been cut a little bit here, but it's so large it might not even matter as we have 20 laps to go. Sam Bell is looking to get another win. Martinez holds on a second. Rafa trying to get third, and River is in fourth. Fifth place is Tyler Stevenson. Behind him is Layla, followed by E. Samuel. And General Sherman has marched his way to 8th. Man, I'm telling you guys, anytime that General Sherman runs at a track that is in the South, anytime he's south of the Mason-Dixon line, dude, Sherman goes off. It's in his genetics. Kenny Gage runs 9th, and Jacob Woods rounds out the top 10. Dale Monte is almost in the top 10. He's moved all the way up to 11th. Connor Brown in 12th, Cody Hagan in 13th, Blanco in 14th, and rounding out the top 15 is Jay Walker in 15th. Yeah, as Bell continues to have quite the gap. No, there was a time I threw random debris cautions. People got mad at me for that. Look at Sam Bell's lap time of 28.6 compared to a 28.4. So Martinez is closing in about 2/10 that lap. That is too big of a gap though, 3.5 seconds. Tyler Stevenson, please look at the pinned comment. Nobody is watching the duels unless you're a fan of like Justin Allgaier or Halo Castrovoles or the other guys. Especially because Jimmy Johnson and Martin Truex Jr. are already locked in. Those are the two big people who were questionable. Yeah, I mean, I'm also a fan of Allgaier. I'm a fan of JRM as well, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not watching the duels. I didn't watch the Bowman clash either. Well, that's a lie. I had Logano's on board, like in the background. I was listening to it on the radio, but as I said, I'm not a big short track guy. I'm not a big super speedway guy. Oh, hell yeah, Dale. That's awesome. I just got some new JRM merch I'm finna wear to college next week. It's of Dale's Budweiser car. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Incorporated. I wish it was called that. You should. Sam Bell's lead continues to slowly dwindle, but not at a fast enough pace as we have 15 laps to go. Yeah, DEI. You know what I don't understand? If you look in the news today, everybody is saying they either love or hate DEI. Dude, I am such a big fan of DEI. I love Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. I don't know why people want to get rid of it. I've been saying that joke for at least 2 years now. I said it in college once and nobody understood what I said. I had to explain it. When you explain a joke, it's no longer funny. Sam Bell closed in half a tenth, or he lost half a tenth, I mean, as Dylan Martinez closed in half a tenth. My president, Daniel Blanco, is not my president. My president is still Joe Biden. Biden behind, Biden pulling the strings, come on now. Yeah, Dylan, that's right. I'd say stuff like that, and they would be like, what do you mean? What do you mean, NR 2003? That's what everybody at college calls me, NR 2003. Anyway, here comes Sam Bell. He's going to take 10 laps to go. Stevenson asks, why is Sampson so fast? Sampson has a combination of active driver and active team owner. Please take him back. I can't stand him spitting ice cream. Bell is hitting this lap traffic, though. That's going to slow him up at least a little bit. We'll see how much of a difference it makes as Bell is behind by 3 seconds. Or sorry, Bell is ahead by 3 seconds. Oh, Bell! Bell has spun to 88. That's a yellow. Oh, Dylan, look out. Oh. Bell has spun Rangers NY, his first ever race, and the caution is out. As are racing back to the line. We're going to have maybe 3 or 2 laps to go. Bell has thrown away his race win by spinning out a lapped car. See it in a helicopter cam? Alright, fine, hang on. Just for you, Dill. You see, he had the 1 car to the outside, and the 88 was getting stacked up. The 88 got loose, wiggled, and it's just enough to catch the front bumper of the 73. I see a car. Damage 1. Yeah, there he is. 43 car, the flat tire. You would be crazy to pit here. Definitely don't pit unless you're in the back, I would say. Well, the 43 is the flat tire, so that's understandable, but everybody else. That sucks for the 43, though. He was having a top 10 day. Wow, that changes everything. They only take 2 tires. Okay, I don't know why they did that. Alright, we are going to have a 5-lap shootout, I believe. Sam Bell has probably been the fastest car of the race. He's in first, but the second fastest car is Martinez. He is in second. Rafa Hen behind him, probably been the 3rd fastest. He's in 3rd. So I think the top 3 fastest cars are all up here, and the green flag is out. A good jump for Sam Bell. River is immediately jumping to the inside of Rafa. There he is. He's there. Side by side for 3rd. And River almost clear, but not yet for 3rd. Stevenson looks to get around Rafa as well. Rafa might lose his position. Martinez is at the back bumper, but they are still side by side for 3rd. There's Martinez to the inside, not enough to make the attempt yet. Ravahan still trying to hold off here. He's been on the outside all the time this whole race. The beautiful landscape here in the desert. These top 3 cars are coming to take 3 laps to go. I see a few aviation cars pitting. Interesting. Don't know why they're doing that. Sam Bell looks to be too strong. River trying the outside. Yeah, that's not going to work. Interesting there. Bell is pulling away. Too busy watching Family Guy. Sam Bell to take 2 more laps to go. River was looking inside, not there. Sam Bell might save himself on this one. As here he comes to take the white flag for Sam Bell. 1 lap to go. I think that's too big of a gap to make up. There looks to be about 2 car lengths. Oh yeah. 1 more turn for Sam Bell and he will get what I believe to be his 4th win of the season. And Sam Bell will win at Pheonix. Alright, and that is it. If you guys are still on, it is game night tonight. So you guys should try and see that if you can. Yeah, I'm not taking no photos. What race is this? 11? 12.